G'day, welcome back to the channel. My name is Peachy, aka the Frankston Flipper, or aka Peachy, whichever way you want it. Getting a bit of a reseller's beard here, turn into a bit of reg revenue. You know, next minute I've got a bit of a pop gut happening as well. Man boobs are starting to come up. Got my hair still, so that's good. But geez, I think I'm turning into a reseller, which is, I don't know, a little bit concerning. Next minute, I'll be talking about all the revenue I'll be making. But anyway, we go back. We're going to go for a bit of a thrift soon. I'm going to show you the items I picked up, the items I didn't pick up, and some, items in between. Just those unique items you see that you think they might be worth money. Most of the time they're not. They're just garbage. So, with no further ado, let's get to the thrift. And we're at Savers to hopefully find some good stuff to flip for a profit. And this week, we're not starting off with the DVDs, but we're looking at the mugs. Something I don't really look at or even pick up much. We did find this vintage AFL Adelaide Premiership mug, 1998 AFL Premiers. It's in good condition, so I'll put that one in the basket. I think that's a pretty good find. Someone will want that. Children's Bible books. They go okay. Bible stuff, it does tend to sell regardless. Again, it's not really my passion, but it can sell, but we didn't pick up any of these. And we looked at the comic books, the anime type section, and I had 2 Wonder Woman comic books, which is a bit unusual to see. Do you think the market for comic books has fallen off quite a lot in the last few years? But again, just cool to see comic books like this in the Savers, even though we didn't pick them up. Let's get back. And as per usual, we're going to show you the items we picked up in terms of the media, the toys, and we even picked up a book this week. Something I don't really pick up that much. So, what did we pick up? Well, from last week, these are I'm not sure these are the McDonald's ones or not, but they're like the Mario Kart toys. It's like even like a funny looking one now. I'm not sure whether these are worth any money, but for $4. Took a chance on them. Donkey Kong. Look, they look pretty cool. I'm happy to throw away $4. We'll see how we go. We also picked up this book here. So The Hobbit. It's art and design. The Chronicles, The Hobbit, The Battle of the 5 Armies. That's what we picked up. I think the Hobbit stuff goes okay. Not too sure. But that book seemed to comp up all right, so we took a chance on it. Also, from last week's video was this big, huge. So I'm surprised how big this thing is. It's an Action Man 4-wheel drive, or 4-wheel Jeep, shall I say? It's a pretty cool looking vehicle. Never got into Action Man. Always thought he was a bit lame. I was always more of a G.I. Joe guy myself. But this, couldn't resist buying it. Just a pretty cool vehicle, sorry. It's got all the stickers on it. All the stickers are in good condition. The wheels still spin, so great condition. Paid, $9 for it, but this thing should go for, I don't know, I'm hoping to get $70-80 for it. An Action Man, he needs to get to his adventures somehow, so the Jeep will help him get to Action Land. And now on to the media. We actually didn't pick up any video games this week. Probably the first time in a long time we haven't picked up any. So that's all good. I've got a lot of video games on the list anyway. It's a big tub overflowing with them, which I haven't listed. But we did pick up Lano and Woodley. I think this goes about $15-20, but it seems to sell all right. We picked up this Lupin the Third on Blu-ray. It's sealed. So again, a bit of a unique style DVD as well. It's Blu-ray. Hoping to get some money out of that. And we also picked up some cheap DVDs. Picked up Amsterdam. So I think that one goes okay. And these are just $1 each, these VHSs, so they're pretty cheap and low risk. Indiana Jones. What's that one? The Last Crusade. And I'll probably just make a nice bundle. Another Indiana Jones. Another Indiana Jones. That one's a Lost Ark. Alien. So some of these bigger movies I will pick up, but look, some people have libraries and just keep these as souvenirs. Predator, and we also picked up, of course, Predator 2. So watch Predator, watch Predator 2. Predator 2 wasn't that good. Predator 1, a lot of ex-wrestlers in this. I think it was Jesse Ventura's in this, and there's also a lot of people that went on to become mayor. Arnie became mayor, Jesse Ventura became mayor. I think there's another guy in it, but also kind of didn't become governor, but he got quite high up politically. That's all the media for the week. Let's get back into savers. We ventured into the sleeping bag section. Don't go here that often, but this Thomas did draw my attention. Looked pretty cool. Unfortunately, didn't comp very well, so we left it there. But again, some of these vintage or some vintage sleeping bags can go all right, especially He-Man, wrestling, that type of thing. We're just wandering around savers, getting our steps up. That's a reseller tip. Get your steps up while you're reselling. Kill two birds with one stone. And we're off to have a bit of a look at the t-shirts. T-shirts are pretty much one of my biggest sellers, especially if you get them for cheap. But unfortunately, savers are putting their prices up. They've come down a bit lately. They just had some pretty cool graphic t-shirts. Again, I don't know how you list these up. What, skeleton t-shirt, cool graphic skeleton, I don't know. I believe this might be a vintage Sting t-shirt. Sting and the Police. It's got a bit of the tours they had there. And it did feel vintagey. Did feel old, which was pretty cool. And we also picked up this Wild Thornberrys or something. Nigel Thornberry t-shirt. Smashing. I don't really know, I just picked it up. It did seem to comp up okay. This nice little typewriter. If you want to be old school, maybe write a book, be an author, do it old school. Price was a little bit high, and that thing did weigh a ton, so we left it there. Had a bit of a look at the scarves, and that this vintage looking Essendon Bombers, new with tags, but it was just more of those retro type designs. And again, who's buying an Essendon scarf? They're probably going to be staying at home. I think their season might be all over. Red Rover, and they also had a Storm one. So they come some pretty cool scarves, but not our cup of tea. And off to the games. They had this unique board game. 13 Dead End Drive. It actually comps up quite well. But again, game pieces, you just don't know if it's all in there. And you don't want people to return it and postage and sending it back and then being stuck with a game with parts that aren't there. And remember this one, Big Brother, hot dogs and Friesy and all those blokes from the first reality type series in Australia. This is the game. But yeah, it didn't actually comp up that well. Just something cool to see. Bring back a bit of memories up late with hot dogs and Big Brother, but it was actually good in life. Me again, and we're just going to show you a bit more of the media we did pick up. Starting to find Simpsons and try and get those later seasons. This week I picked up the 5th season, so not really the later season. 5th season, we picked up the 9th season, we picked up the 10th season, and we picked up, the 8th season. So Simpsons, trying to get a nice collection together. We'll see how we go. I might just get the ones I have got and list them and hopefully get a couple of bites. Now we're on to the jerseys, sports stuff, all that sort of related miscellaneous stuff. All right, first things first. Hawthorn, they're going really well at the moment. So picked up a Hawthorn Adidas polo. Again, don't really pick up polos too much. We'll never pick up a members one. It's got members on there. Just would never touch those. But they definitely just got the sponsors, this Adidas, the team logo, etc. Yeah, I'll be more inclined to pick them up. But again, I'll be quite careful in doing that as well. And obviously, the price point. Next thing we picked up was a Canterbury Irish rugby jersey. So Ireland, a lot of Irish people living in Australia. I don't do overseas post still. I know. I'd be smashing if I did. This was actually a fake Collingwood jersey, but we'll see if we get some bites on it. Again, might be one of the people that can't afford the real thing, and this will be a cheap alternative to your Rebel one, I guess. This shirt was a nice find, Formula One, and it's Arrow. Don't think this team exists anymore, but a lot of this stuff, a lot of the Arrow stuff does go for quite well in terms of money, because I guess it's team that's kind of not really around anymore. It's a nice shirt as well. Cool colours, cool team, and it brings back memories to people when Formula One was probably a lot better. New York Jets, NFL season isn't that far away. Well, it's really just finished, but does come around quite quickly. New York Jets, and that's just a basketball style jersey, which is pretty cool. Local footy, don't sleep on the local footy stuff. But again, be careful what you pick up and the price. So this is Kringle Bulls, player number 1. And it's got KFC 40 on there, so I'm not sure if it's like a 40th anniversary jersey for Kringle. This was a good find. It is a new with tags, and it's real. New with tags, St Kilda Indigenous jersey. And it's signed by number 4. I'm not sure that's Jake Gresham is here. Someone want to tell me whose autograph that is, that'd be pretty cool. But I think it's Jake Gresham, who now plays at somewhere. I forget where Jake Gresham's gone. I don't think it's at St Kilda anymore. And the Indigenous jerseys always seem to go all right. NBA playoffs are just around the corner, and we've got a Joel Embiid basketball jersey, Philadelphia 76ers. This is a nice jersey. It's real. It's cool. Hopefully he gets on the court, because I think he's actually missed quite a lot of games recently. Melbourne Tigers, just a Melbourne Tigers training shirt, and this is huge. This thing is like 3XL, so it's probably almost like a player one potentially. I'm not going to say player issue. It's back when Melbourne changed their symbol to that very crap logo. Don't know why they changed it. Got a Richmond Tigers jersey we picked up. Just the one with the yellow slash, the traditional one, which is okay. Sandringham Dragons, do pick up some of their stuff occasionally, and this seems very small, so it's probably a smaller player. It's like a combination side of the best players in the under 18s. Happy to pick that one up. This one, it was only a fake, and I realised it. I didn't actually pay that much for it, but I didn't realise it was a fake until I got it home. I just saw that. I didn't see the blue tag that you normally see on the Thailand, Indonesian ones or Bali ones, but we saw that when we got home. Wallabies. This is an AFL jumper, so AFL aren't doing that. So it's a fake. Not deliberate though. We picked up a Jimmy Butler Chicago Bulls basketball jersey. He now has been about four or so teams since he played at Chicago. Melbourne and Australia, more Melbourne, big Greek population. And we picked up this Hellas, or not really a Hellas, it's just a Greek national shirt. It is a small, unfortunately. It is legit, which is good. I'm sure that will sell. It's got to be someone in Melbourne who will buy that. This one, I think it's a player issue Fremantle Dockers jersey, but I'm not sure. So it's Indigenous, and this guy, I forget his name, he only played one game for Freo. It's got 17 on there, so it's an actual number. Hasn't got the GPS pocket, but I don't know. Not all play issue jumpers do have the GPS pocket. And this one was from about 2000, I don't know, about 6-7 years ago, I think, where Dockers wore this jersey. This guy didn't actually play. He only played the one game for his career. So maybe they just didn't bother putting the GPS pocket in because they knew he wasn't going to play. And they only played 1 or 2 games in that Indigenous jersey a season. So maybe it was only the players that played that got the GPS pocket. Correct me if I'm wrong, though. But again, he only played 1 game in his whole career for Freo before he got delisted. Nottingham Forest EPL. This is a nice jersey, this one. Danilo, I think he's a Brazilian soccer player. I only know that because I looked it up. I googled it. No idea about soccer. Barcelona, like this teal colour, greeny colour, bluey colour, teal, whatever you want to call it. Barcelona is a smaller size. That's okay. And this is something I picked up a few weeks back. I actually got it on eBay for quite cheap. It is a play issue jumper as well. It is an Ed Allen, who plays at Collingwood. We got this at a very good price, actually. We're hoping to resell it and at least double our money. Ed Allen, he's the son of former Hawthorn and Fremantle player Ben Allen. I think he was the captain of Fremantle. Ed Allen should get some opportunities this year. So it's kind of like a mini investment invested in Ed Allen. hopefully gets a kick this season. Off to the toys, and they had these mock mint on card, mint in box, what do you want to call it, fairy figures. Don't know much about them, so we left them there, and they got snapped up pretty quickly afterwards. Snoopy, Charlie Brown, great cartoon back in the growing up, and these were just a bunch of little minifigs of Snoopy. But again, I just don't want to buy it. I'm sure it's cool. I'm sure it could probably sell. And M&M stuff also goes pretty good. But again, didn't want to, just can't be bothered with it. I'm sure it will sell. I'm sure it's got some value. It does have value. People want it. But it wasn't for me. Someone else can pick that one up. They had a pretty cool looking helicopter. Again, not sure what toy series this is from. It's definitely not G.I. Joe. And also had some pretty cool looking planes. So I saw these from a distance, and I kind of thought they might have been G.I. Joe, maybe Star Wars. They did have a G.I. Joe look about them, but I don't think they were. It's a pretty cool looking puzzle from The Simpsons, like a 3D type puzzle. Thought it was unique, more than anything. Would I pick it up? No, because I don't like doing puzzles, because obviously the piece problem, but cool. And now onto the t-shirts. T-shirts, very good seller for me. They make quite a bit of money, which is good. I picked up this Geelong Premiership t-shirt from 2011 with just the whole team on there. A little bit of a different design as opposed to the same premiers or whatever. It's got the whole team there celebrating their victory. AC/DC, I wouldn't pick up AC/DC unless you can get it for cheap. Just thought this was a bit of a unique type print, and I wouldn't recommend it unless it's like vintage, obviously, or a tour t-shirt. This one's neither, but it is a cool print, cool design. Taking a bit of a chance on that, but in saying that, I paid $3 for it, so again, we'll see. Luke Combs, this guy's very popular at the moment. Came to Melbourne, sold out around Australia. Luke Combs, his world tour, and the back of the t-shirts is awesome. Got a nice skeleton there. All his tour dates in 2023. Fast car. Next thing, we've got a Wrangler. Look, Wrangler doesn't go that well, but it does sell. Not for huge money, and I just thought that was a bit of a unique print or unique design, more to the point, so I picked that one up. Ralph Lauren, not Ralph Lauren, not Lauren, whatever people say. Australian Open collab, got that nice little polo happening there, polo with the horse, got the AO embroidery, and a nice teal design, nice blue, light blue, I like that. Could almost wear that myself actually, and look sophisticated around the place. Another collab, and this is Starter and Looney Tunes. Starter and Looney Tunes, I thought this was sick, and it is. It's a cool shirt. It's got Bugs Bunny playing basketball, Space Jam, but there is a bit of a hole in the back. I didn't see this, unfortunately, probably why I got it for a decent price. So a bit of a hole in it. Obviously that will destroy the value of the shirt. So that's done. Hopefully I can still sell it for a profit. We'll find out. Goat Crew, they make some pretty cool t-shirts, and I like this one. This is Raphael, really sick print. Do sell a lot of Goat Crew in the past, and it doesn't hang around too often because their t-shirts are pretty cool. And of course, Raph is the funniest of the turtles, the coolest of the turtles. If you know, you know. We got Volkanovski on the weekend. He is taking on, I don't know, he's fighting someone in the UFC. This is an old man Volk t-shirt. So hopefully he wins. He's lost his last few fights. But let's say old man Volk can get up. And I'm sure, hopefully, someone's going to want an Alexander Volkanovski t-shirt. Let's hope he can get that knockout. Or even a submission. Heck, I'd even take a points. Yeah. This is the Thombury's, Nigel Thombury or Thornbury or something. And it just says smashing. This comped up okay, and it wasn't that expensive. It's quite a cheap t-shirt, so I picked it up, and we're hoping we can sell out some profit. I think this might be a vintage Sting t-shirt, and it actually comps up quite well. Don't know what that label is, but anything with a tag like that with a band on it is always semi-desirable or very desirable. We got Sting, got his concert dates. That's pretty cool. And the last thing we picked up, it's a Marvin the Martian Daffy Duck. It's got like embroidery on it. It's got like, you can see there, pretty cool. I've got Daffy below him. Just a basic t-shirt though. It is from, what is it? Warner Brothers Studios. So that's hopefully cool. Definitely a cool little embroidery on there. So that's all the t-shirts for the week. We then went off and had a look at the Dirty Disgusting Plush. Again, this is just Germ City, I think. Don't like picking it up. But we did find this Pikachu. It was bright yellow. It looked clean, so I did touch it. Probably need to sanitize afterwards. And again, I'm not sure if Pikachu being the main character, popular character, is overproduced or not, but we put him back. I'm sure someone will buy it. Tiger Plush seem to go pretty good as well. And ones like this that have got that realistic look to them seem to go even better. And Garfield, everyone loves this lasagna eating cat. And Garfield, I did like Garfield cartoon comic books back in the day. And I also had this Build-A-Bear, My Little Pony. I think Build-A-Bear goes okay. The My Little Pony ones, I don't think they go too well, unfortunately. And this thing here was here for a little while, so probably wasn't selling that well. And we got a bit excited with this Five Nights at Freddy plush. $8, but unfortunately it doesn't comp up that well. Looks cool, it's got that unique look about it. Probably says it's worth a lot, but not in this case. And speaking of unique items, I found this John Farnham Christmas is Johnny Farnham record. Again, I didn't even know this existed, so it was just pretty cool to see. And you can listen to Johnny Farnham singing all the Christmas classics. And we're back for our final segment, and that's the long sleeve shirts, the jumpers, the jackets, and all that good stuff, which is starting to sell because it's coming on to winter and people get cold in winter in Australia, especially in Melbourne. First thing we found was this Fox Red Bull collab. Pretty cool hoodie, zipper hoodie, whatever we call it. Travis Pastrana. I think he must be a Red Bull competitor. I think he must wear 199 on his bike or whatever he wears. So pretty cool. I think that might go for some decent money. Next thing we picked up was this Adidas. An Adidas Italy or Italian pullover type jacket thing. It's pretty cool looking. It's quite a big size too. I think it's a 3XL. Just huge. Got a nice, lovely white still to it. I think it's Italian soccer. I don't know exactly what it is, but I think someone's going to want that. Maybe if you're Italian, you might want that. Rep your nationality with pride, your background, what do you want to call it. These go okay, just the first 18. Get them for cheap. This one's actually missing its pull strings, so probably not much money in that one now. Country Road, these heritage jumpers go very well. I found a bit of a unique colour, like a salmon pinky colour, and I think it's a, what size is that? It's an X small. Actually looks a bit bigger than an X small, extra small. But again, these go really well, and the more unique colours like this, they tend to go quite well as well. All right, next thing we got just the basic flannel from Bunnings. The Bunnings flannel, these get about 35, 40 bucks. You can get more, 50 bucks on a good day, but we're not going to oversell it. Geelong Cats, just a windbreaker type jacket with the Ford logo, the Cats logo, and I'm not sure if Ford's still sponsor or not, but again, I'll try and list that while the Cats are going okay. Next thing, Helly Hansen. I think they're kind of decent brand. Never picked up Helly Hansen before, but we picked it up this week. And just more of a windbreaker type jacket as well. We'll see how Helly Hansen goes. Seems to comp up okay. I think it's more like an Anaconda type brand, which is like a adventure store in Australia. We picked up a Collingwood Magpies. Collingwood Magpies, big AFL team in Melbourne. Probably the biggest club in Australia, and that's a nice jacket. These jackets, Collingwood, always tend to go pretty well. And the last thing we picked up, this thing actually, I haven't sold this. I sold the soles, seen the soles, and there's a couple going really well. It's an Elton John jacket, Farewell Yellow Brick Road Tour or something. Surprising that this does sell for quite a bit, and it's listed by most people for quite a lot of money. So, gonna call it a banger. I don't know. We'll call it a banger. Don't like saying Elton John and banger, but anyway, that's our pickups for the week. Hopefully we get another video out within the next couple of days or the next week or so. See you next time.